name little bit wrong.
Yeah.
Acharya.
Okay. Gentlemen, good afternoon. If you have seen the name, Mr. Deepak Achrya is Secretary General of Nepal Professional Golf Association. First of all, I like to check your name as you were telling. Please tell me, was it the correct name? Is it the correct name?
Acharya. Acharya. Otherwise, everything is perfect.
Okay. There will be a missing. Okay, I'll correct it in between the talk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll correct it in between the talk. Let us start first. Okay. First of all, gentlemen who are watching our show today, we are almost, this is our, if I'm not wrong, 95th show. Or let me check back because this is, yeah, you're our, sorry, this is 95. Okay, 96, maybe tomorrow. Okay, this is 95th show. First of all, I welcome you, Mr. Deepak, to my show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to talk to you and to your audience, and especially the golfers from Bangladesh.
Okay, so gentlemen, as you know, this is a basically golf talk show. We talk golf. We only talk golf, nothing more than that, and all about golf. So today we have got the guest, the appropriate gentleman who is the Secretary General of Nepal Professional Golf Association. So to know about professional golf of Nepal and also about all our golf, I mean others, amateur golf, golf association, golf professional association, all about Nepal, we'll learn today from him. And first, I like to start with Mr. Deepak. I want to know about your start with golf. How did you start playing golf and becoming an official afterwards? Organizer.
My father actually goaded me to the game. He was an avid amateur golfer who started playing golf sometime early in the 70s. I think he knew the game much before that, but a little seriously in the early 70s. And then, that's how I was privileged to start the game at a very young age. I was probably 4 or 5 years old. I was fortunate to hold a golf stick and walk with my dad on the golf course. There was only one golf course in Kathmandu at that time called Royal Nepal Golf Club, which has got a very, very long history. Because my father played golf, that's how I came into the game. As far as you asking me how I became an official, over the years, I was playing the amateur circuit. I was Nepal's #1 amateur for a long time, so I traveled around, and then I thought maybe being a pro, I could make a career out of playing golf rather than joining a boardroom office. So I opted to become a pro in late 1997, early 1998. And that's when once I turned professional, in 1998, we had founded the Nepal Professional Golfers Association. So that's how I got into the association.
Okay, so you had been also playing professional golf then?
I did.
I think your sound is echoing from you or from my sound. I think. Okay.
There is no echo from my end, but
okay.
Is it better now?
Better. Okay.
Okay.
So, that's what you had been a professional golfer, as I understand. So, you played some Surya Master there, or that time it was not there? Or PGTI?
Surya Masters I played the Surya Masters almost all along. I haven't missed any year of the Surya Nepal Masters. And the best I got as a professional was third. And as amateurs, I won the amateur title a number of times in the Surya Nepal Masters. First, I think 4 years I was amateur. I played as an amateur because that tournament started in Nepal in 1993. So I was still an amateur at that time. I told you I turned professional in 1998. So I played the first 4 as an amateur, and then after that, I've always played as a professional. Okay. My best was third, and a number of times I was inside top 10. Yeah.
So you also that was sanctioned by PGTI.
Later by PGTI. Initially, it was by Indian Golf. It was PGTI event. Yeah, it used to be before 2006. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, now I got it. So now your son also is playing. I know he is a very good golfer. He became champion in some Nepal national amateur last year.
He is a junior champion at the moment. He just turned 14 in May, and he's become a scratch player now.
Great.
Much better than what he was when he came to Bangladesh. I think you saw him there.
Yeah, it's a
I mean, hopefully in the years, I mean, we are trying. I mean, he's very keen, and he wants to work hard. He wants to practice hard. Even during
yeah.
the lockdown, he's chipping in the garden and putting inside the room. I mean, so he's very passionate about the game. But you never know, with the youngsters. So
Yeah,
when,
why I think your sound is sound is going and echoing that your end. So if you can hear me, I was telling that I saw your son playing in Kurmitula Golf Course, and that is quite challenging golf course. I must say, the Kurmitula Golf Course of Dhaka is quite challenging. Its difficulty level, especially slope rating, is very high. So there I saw his playing, especially his basic swings. Though I am not maybe I myself was not a good player, but being a rules official, I travel around and I saw a lot of good players, professional players. It's my luck. So I saw your son. He struck my mind. I mean, he has an excellent swing, and also being a very small guy, teeny, 14 years, 13 years at that time, maybe 14 years, he's taking the ball where he wants to take. That was my point of attraction. That the ball, he's taking the ball while he want to. That's the basic thing I liked him. So I wish, I pray he will become a very good player like you. Maybe he's crossing you very soon. Okay, so Mr. Deepak Achrya, I want to shift towards your association and others. I of course pray for your son. I'll keep a track of your son because I
thank
liked
you,
him.
thank you.
As my son also plays, and my son also is playing in my son is playing in America College Golf. He in fact became first champion in Nepal in Falto series under 16. His name is Mahi. So from there he went to China, and then some American coach, they picked him and then gave scholarship. Now for 3 years he's playing college golf there, and another son also is
Lovely.
playing here in Bangladesh professional golf. That's how I always keep track of junior golf. So
Golf is in your blood.
in,
Golf is in your blood.
in my DNA. Not only but it is in my DNA.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
my
in your DNA, exactly.
yeah, it is. So Mr. Deepak Acharya, people knows you. I know from Bangladesh, and people started asking questions also. Like somebody, Mr. Iftikhar Chaudhary Bhai from Chittagong, Batiri, wanted to know how many golf courses are there in Nepal. We'll go to that. Okay, tell me about your golfing structure in Nepal. As I know, you have number of courses, good courses, especially Gokarna. I saw myself.
Um, not really. I mean, infrastructure-wise, we are pretty poor, and even though Nepal has a very long history of golf, I mean, we had golf since 1917.
Yeah,
And in over 100 years, we have very limited golf facilities. Gokarna is probably the only 18-hole golf course in the country. The Pokhara golf course is 16 holes, and they play 2 holes twice to make it 18. Other than that, all other golf courses are 9-hole courses.
okay,
There are 7 golf courses in Nepal at the moment, and there is one recently. The land has been given by the municipality in Nepalganj, and one more new course is coming where Nepal Golf Association will also take very keen interest, and they will develop that golf course. So
great.
in total, I mean, in a year or so, we'll have 8 golf courses in
Yeah,
Nepal.
great. It's good. I mean, at least you have 8 courses. I mean, like a country like Iran, that I was talking to president of Iran. I mean, Gulf Federation, president of Iran Gulf Federation, and maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, his secretary general is coming. So they have only 6 golf courses, and 5 of them are all are made of sand. Only one grass course, and that is 13 hole. So basically, no 18-hole course in Iran. So
Okay.
it's a lot of countries there. Like in our country, we have only 318-hole. Basically, people doesn't know. Only 318-hole international standard, like Sabar, Dhaka, Sabar, and Chittagong. And Kumillo's 18-hole, but that is not international standard. So in total, in complete, we have 4 18-hole, and 9-hole we have another 16. So it makes 20 plus. So yeah, it will come up, and also you're also, I mean, new in the golf, as I understand. But history is long time. It has long history, but the developing infrastructure is getting. I mean, you have started the journey. Just you have started the journey like us. Okay, let me shift to your uh, association first. Like as you had been telling, Nepal Professional Golf Association is a old association, and I also told you offline that I know personally. Once I traveled there, there was a famous tournament called Suraya Master. That company Suraya used to sponsor that, and a lot of PGTI player, international player, our Bangladeshi player used to travel to Gokarna, and it was an excellent show. So far I can remember, and a lot of Bangladeshi professionals told me this story. PGTI professionals also told me the same. So tell me something about BPG, I mean NPG activity. How many tournaments you conduct? How the association established, and what are the activities now you're doing?
NPGA, Nepal Professional Golfers Association, was established in 1998 with the primary objective of developing professional golf in Nepal. I mean, those days we only used to have one tournament called the Surya Nepal Masters, as you already mentioned, which was a tournament part of Professional Golf Association of India. Those days it used to be PGAI.
Right.
Um, we, formed that association so that our pros, we can send our pros abroad to play tournaments. Uh, we can probably solicit more sponsorship and conduct and organize more tournaments in the country. So in the initial years, we were able to conduct two, three every year. So we used to have, those days, maybe 15 to 20 pros playing in those tournaments. And over the years, we made a broader agreement with Surya Nepal Private Limited. We had been sponsoring golf in Nepal for a long time. And since 2008, we made an agreement in 2007. And since 2008, we started a golf tour called Surya Nepal Golf Tour. And that has been continuously happening since 2008. And we have just completed the 12th season. Of course,
Okay.
because of the coronavirus, we couldn't hold four tournaments last year. And even this year, I mean, the coming season seems like it's going to get affected. But I mean, we have been successfully conducting about 9 to 11 tournaments every season since we started the golf tour in 2008. And today we have about 80 local professional golfers who are members of Nepal Professional Golfers Association.
Great. 80 professional golfers, and also you have around, as you said, 10 to 11 tournament every year.
Between 9 to 11 tournaments we have hold right from the inception every year.
Very
Consistently there has not been no miss. But I mean, this year only we were able to hold five tournaments, and the four tournaments that couldn't happen, which were in the calendar, and there was lockdown, complete lockdown, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's great. At least you have been holding tournaments, but then you it is very good in comparison to our one, because we could not hold tournaments more than 8 per year, except in between 2 years for last 10 years maybe. Our professional tournaments are not more than, if I'm not wrong, in average, it will not be more than 8 to 10. This year only we had two in 2024 COVID. Last year maybe 6 or 7, and before that, yeah, we had just 2 years a big number like 29, and then before that also, 2010 to 2008, 17, if I consider the period, there also we could not hold so many tournaments. Like as you said, it was not consistent. Maybe 8, maybe 7, maybe 7, 6, not crossing 10. So in that matter, you're consistently holding 10 to 11 tournament, 9 to 11 tournament. That's a big achievement. What maybe the prize money is, but you are conducting tournament, that is required. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that is our main objective. I mean,
yeah,
regardless of prize money. I mean, prize
yeah,
money is not substantial. It's
yeah.
between 6 lakhs Nepalese rupees to 13 and 14 lakhs.
Okay.
But prize money is not very important.
Great. Great.
Competitive environment
Yeah.
for both professionals, and what we have done is we also include amateurs, in our golf tour, because there is no proper amateur golf tour in Nepal. There are 2 3 events that the Nepal Golf Association conducts, but the amateurs don't have enough exposure within the country. So what we do is we keep a separate trophy for the amateurs, and then we also include the amateurs in the tournament, and we put that in the official world golf. I mean, those are all official world golf ranking tournaments for amateurs.
Great. That's the thing. Yeah. Also, we also have been trying to do. As you know, I'm a executive member of BPGA Professional Association. So yeah, we also try to give exposure to amateurs. But these days, because of Corona and other things, yeah, number of tournaments has gone down. Yeah, that's a good. It was a pleasure to learn about your tournaments. And Mr. Tashigali was traveling to Dhaka a number of times, and he was also discussing to launch some sort of collaboration with PGTI, with BPGA, with NPGA. Yeah, we can think of also like that. I'll come to that point about joint collaboration between you and us. Before that, let me also ask you another question. Like, as I asked about Mr. Tasigali, what is that Nepal Golf Association? How you, work with them? Nepal Golf Association and Nepal Professional Golf Association. The Nepal Golf Association, that is, I think, as I understand, is government association, or what? Are your one is government approved, or is a private organization?
Nepal Golf Association is the main governing body for golf in Nepal. I mean,
Okay.
they are the authorized body from the government. We
Okay.
are a separate body to promote professional golf in Nepal. Obviously, professional and amateur. I think everywhere you go, in India, in Bangladesh, in America, it's a separate body.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
the case in Nepal also, and we work very closely. Even though we are 2 associations, we work very closely. We work very closely with Mr. Tashi Gale. As far as the course of action from Nepal Golf Association is concerned, for many years, I mean, they were established in 1984, and for many years they were not very active, and there was very little that the association was doing. But ever since Mr. Tashi Gale joined as a joint secretary in Nepal Golf Association, he started picking up some caddies and ball boys, and then he started, getting them organized training, and that's how some of the new talents have come up. And he is so determined, Mr. Tashigale. He wants to take players out, give them exposure. He's doing a lot. So you can say in the last at least 8 to 10 years, or maybe a little bit more, that the amateur golf has also, it has raised its standards because of people who are behind it, including Mr. Tashigale,
Yeah.
who is the president right now. I mean, because of him and the other team members in Nepal Golf Association, amateur golf is also growing.
Yeah. It is. It has to be. It has to be. As you people, if you yourself and Mr. Tashikali, yourself, you play golf and you understand the charm of golf, game of golf. That's how it is just growing. Yeah, Tashikali, I saw him. He had rendered his own hotel to the international tournaments, like I attended Faldo series. So yeah, it is. He has been sacrificing his own time, his effort. He has been playing. He's taking team to China. I met him also in China. He took a team there with junior team or attending
Takes
Faldo
them
series.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
He takes them everywhere. I mean,
yeah,
Nepal Golf Association is pretty active. I mean, of course, they are also getting support from RNA, and they are also getting support from local sponsors and golfers. But
yeah,
whatever said and done, the effort rendered by Mr. Tashi Gale needs to be
yeah,
appreciated, and even your
yes,
fellow golfers from Bangladesh, including yourself,
yeah.
recognize the effort that he has been putting. Definitely, he is doing
Yeah, it
something.
is. It is. He has been traveling. Last, I am only involved with golf. It is nearing 2 decades, and I had been seeing from the very start that he is
Yeah.
coming to Bangladesh every time. He's bringing the team. Every time I met him, every time he's playing, and still now he's playing, and he plays very good. So that's what people like him behind the scene requires for development of any sports. Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell us something about little more, because I want to know about your professional golf, because I am now involved with professional golf, and flag bearers are more of now, is it has become all worldwide. Professional golfers are carrying the flag. So, but my
Yeah.
personally feeling, I saw Nepal, some player Sanjoy in PGTI. He was doing very good. He became third or fourth some year. I forgot. Maybe 2 to 3 years
Yeah.
ago. He was
Shivra,
up
yeah,
the
I
rank.
will tell you,
Shivram.
Shivaram Shrestha and Torun Sai were two main flag bearers in the PGTI from Nepal for many years. Shivaram
Yes.
actually came second in one of the PGTI events that was held in Gurgaon, and he also won the Surya Nepal Masters when Anirban Lahiri was
Yes.
playing.
Hmm.
So Anirban came third, and he won the tournament. I mean, of course, he had a home ground advantage. I
Right.
mean, but playing with Anirban and then being able to
To winning.
come over for a victory, I think it was a big achievement for Shivram. Shivram was a very big talent of Nepal, which who somehow could not take him beyond certain parameters. I mean, we wanted him to excel, like
Yeah,
Siddiqur
yeah, yeah.
from Bangladesh, but he couldn't go to to Asian
Asian.
Tour. Maybe his own issues are also there. Coming from certain economic
Humble.
backgrounds and all that.
Yeah.
But now we have a couple of new players. They have turned
But
professional.
my
They've had
question,
very good.
Shivram, is he playing now, Mr. Deepak?
Shivram is actively playing, but he's not very keen to play in the PGTI and
Okay.
Asian Tour at the moment because he
He's
sees.
what do you think is about his performance? Because I'm why I'm talking. I've seen Shivram playing, and Torun. What is the name? Is it Torun? Yeah,
Toran Sahi.
Torun. Yeah. These two players are playing still in Nepal circuit or domestic circuit.
Shivram is still actively playing the domestic circuit, but he's not traveling like before.
Outside.
Earlier, he used to play all the tournaments in PGTI. Like you said, last 1 or 2 years, he has not been regular on the PGTI. Toran still on and off, he plays on the PGTI. But now we have a couple of new. I mean, this year because of the corona, they couldn't go to the Q school. But
Next year.
next year there will be at least 1 or 2 players going from here who are
Right.
amateurs who just turned professionals are called Sukra Bahadur Rai and Tanka Bahadur Karki. They are very good amateur players with a lot of potential.
I think these two
Uh,
has played, if I'm not wrong, in Faldo.
Sukra played Faldo a number of times.
Tall
He
guy
came, I think, yeah, he came fifth in the Faldo series in Vietnam 2 years ago, last year.
last
Two
year.
years
Yeah.
ago, yeah. So
He's a
he's a very short
tall guy,
guy,
short guy.
short guy, short guy.
But there's another tall guy. I forgot. I cannot remember the name. A young guy.
Tenzing, yeah,
Yeah,
young Tenzing Sering. He is also a very good talent. You're talking about Tenzing Sering.
yeah, yeah.
He is actually focusing
It's
more on studies
from
and
a
playing less golf.
good background.
Yeah. His father is a very keen golfer, big
Yeah,
businessman, and
yeah,
they're a well-to-do family.
yeah.
But he's not so keen at the moment. But there are other two,
Oh,
three boys who are very keen and they want to
okay.
play. And recently, you would have heard that a young 17-year-old who won double gold medal called Subhas Tamang. He's also
Mhm.
an upcoming golfer.
Okay.
In a couple of years,
Last year,
he
our
should
team
turn.
went there. I mean, our Bangladeshi amateur golfer national team went there. Farhad and others, Shamrat. They told me they were beaten by one player, by your local player.
Yeah,
What,
17-year-old.
what is the
17
name?
year old
Yeah, what is the name?
Subhas Tamang. Subhas
Yeah,
Tamang.
yeah. Subhas Tamas,
Yeah,
Subhas.
he was also in Bangladesh, but he's a little short, and now he's growing.
Uh,
Comes from a very humble
This time,
background,
this
just
time,
played golf
this
for.
time in 2020, he came into Bangladesh.
He did.
Okay, I missed him
I
then.
think
Okay,
he came seventh or eighth, if I'm not mistaken. But he
okay,
played average. His game was not. He was complaining on his putting, but
okay,
he played decent. 2 over, 1 over, 2 over, 1 over like that.
okay.
He played pretty decent, but not good enough to win the tournament, obviously. But he is somebody to watch for.
Yeah.
Very consistent player. So there are a couple of players coming up, and we are trying. We are constantly trying to bring out new golfers and get them on to a PGTI or Asian Tour. And
Okay.
I mean, I see that should happen in the next 5 to 7 years.
Yes,
I
of
mean, it'll
course.
take
Yeah.
time. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, we have seen some talent, they fade away, and they're not serious anymore. They work really hard, and then, after some time, they just, their focus changes, and then they want to do something else.
Yeah.
But hopefully, in the
Yeah,
five
yeah,
seven years,
it will be. Because I personally, I was seeing your Nepal golf from 2013, 14. I traveled to China, and Nick Faldo sent a coach to your country. If I'm not wrong, 2014 or 15, there was a trainer went there and conducted workshop coaching for 1 week, more than 1 week, and again from Arenda also sent some coach. So I saw your.
RNA sends a regular coach here called Baldwin. He's based in Singapore. He keeps
Okay.
coming here every year and teaches all the youngsters. Yeah.
So you have number of effort. I mean, coaches coming from outside and teaching your boys. So you have a backup players. Those are getting real good training from good coaches and good personality like you, good golfer like you and others, Tarun and all. I saw like Shibram. So it is sure, it is definite that within next few years you are producing very good player. There is no doubt. I don't have any doubt because I have seen it my own eyes in Gokarna. Lot of golfers. Many have talents. Okay, Mr. Deepak, as I was talking about your NPGA, National Professional Golf Association, and also I talked about that. So I understand. So what's about your professional? Now tell us something about how do you think that I think there is a scope to work with Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka. I mean, something like now, maybe a team competition, maybe a professional tour, maybe joint effort between the amateur associations, federations, and separate bridging or collaboration between professional association, maybe separate, again maybe together. So, what do you think about this?
I think this is a very good idea. India needs to take the lead on this because India is a giant. I mean, they are. I mean, if you take out Japan and Korea, I mean, India probably is the leader in
Yeah,
professional golf and even amateur golf. I think they have won a couple of
yeah,
gold
it
medal
is.
in the Asian Games, and they are a giant in the Southeast Asia. So if India is keen, I think we all can come on board and then find a consensus on how we can take both amateur golf forward and how we can take professional golf forward. I mean, we have our local tour. I mean, you have some tournaments. We have some tournaments. If PGTI would give certain quota to uh, or to the ranked players from Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or whatever. And I mean, we have in our tournaments, if we can consolidate and make it bigger, I mean, for players from Bangladesh or for players from Nepal to travel, the prize money needs to get slightly bigger because as soon as you're traveling across nations,
Yeah,
the cost for each
travel.
player
Yeah,
is going to add up. And for you and for us also, the associations are not that rich. So
yeah, true.
it is not that easy that we are in a position to host them every time they travel.
Yeah,
So for it to be possible, we need to maybe consolidate and maybe even reduce the number of tournaments
right.
and make the prize money large enough so that these players, when they make cut or they come in certain positions, they make enough money.
yeah,
So if we can do that, why not? I mean, I'm up for it.
yeah,
As long as the golf can develop,
yeah,
we can reasonably work together for the development with a common goal of developing and coming out as a force
yeah, yeah.
in the region from golf. Why not?
True, true. It is. It is. I also personally look forward to work more closely because nowadays it's open world, a global village, and like as I told
Exactly.
you, yeah, as I told you that I was traveling to PGTI number of tournaments as Rus official, and our players are playing because it's not only that. Yeah, they qualified definitely. Like right at the moment, eight player is qualified, and PGTI, as you said, yeah, should take the lead. Like they can give some. I don't know now after world ranking, do they have that capacity to allot some quota that is called spot, country spot. Uh, they may offer some country spot to country like Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, beside qualifying. Yeah, by qualifying, some are
Exactly.
going. It is 8 to 9 is going, but all the time, all players, good players also sometimes fails to qualify. All of a sudden, a lot of good players are there in Bangladesh, in Nepal. They cannot travel, as you said, for expense for that period maybe. So yeah, they can India PGTI can take a lead for professional golf. And I was talking to DG, Director General of Indian Golf Union, yesterday during this time in the afternoon. Yeah, they also can. IG also can have a endeavor to send team of India to other countries and also to accept more teams in their regional tournaments. They only send.
Yeah, I mean, if you really look at even Indian golf and
Hello, hello. I think you're missing. Yeah, hello, hello. I think he is missing. Automatically, let me wait for sometimes. As I was talking, yeah, he is back. So I can remove him from here and add him from there. Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm on another device and
Okay. No, no issue.
I'm
Yeah, no
using
issue.
I'm using 4G.
Okay.
So hopefully we
Okay.
can talk more.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We can. I
Yeah.
can see you. Yeah,
Yeah. Can you
yeah,
hear me now?
yeah. I can hear you. So as I
Yeah.
was telling
Okay.
you, that IGU, like Indian Golf Union, can have a more endeavors, like to send
Yeah.
teams and also accept our amateur teams in their regional tournaments beside national
A-
amateur. Because go ahead.
Absolutely. I see that all even in India or Nepal or
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yeah,
India, it used to be 25 years ago.
yeah,
All the serious golfers were the golfers who came from caddies background, or they were very serious. They had nothing else but just golf.
yeah,
So we have almost a similar situation. Very few golf professionals who have come from amateur ranks
yeah.
in Bangladesh and in Nepal. We are in
Right,
that situation right now.
right.
India, it has changed over the years. Ever
Yeah,
since the PGTI has come in, they are now pretty balanced. The caddy turn professionals and amateur member turn professionals. The numbers are pretty. Um,
high.
I mean, now numbers are pretty even over there. But here,
Yeah,
in Nepal and Bangladesh, still the situation is there. Therefore, all our golfers are struggling to go and take part in international tournaments and going into PGTI or even Asian Tour. They have issues, financial issues.
yeah,
But I think it will change. I
yeah.
mean, like I
True.
said, we are in a situation maybe 25, 30 years ago. What was in India is what we are
Same.
facing right now. But
Right.
over the years, I'm sure it'll change,
It,
and
it is an
our
improve.
players will also be equal. Will be going to international tours. That will happen, but we definitely need the support from India
Yeah,
and the regional countries. I mean, joint cooperation from your side, our sides, to jointly develop the talents from our region.
true, true. Thank you very much, Mr. Deepak. It is quite a long time. Yeah, sorry, I'm taking your long time. So, if you have anything to say, anything else to our show?
Your show is wonderful. I mean, you have taken this initiative. We are very, very thankful. On behalf of Nepal Professional Golfers Association, I extend my sincere gratitude to yourself and your team for taking such a wonderful initiative and bringing out so many people and getting their views on the show. I'm sure a positive result will be fruit.
Remarks.
I mean, we will get that in the year. I mean, in the days ahead. And I wish you all the best with your programs. And if there is anything that we can do from Nepal's end, you can. I shall always be there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deepak. My best wishes and regards to all people back in Nepal, Mr. Tashik, Gokarna people, and yourself, your team, Professional Association, Nepal Golf Association, all. My best regards to them. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank,
for letting me speak in whatever I had to speak in your show. I mean, thank you for
thank you.
giving me this platform. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Bye.
afternoon. Bye.